What's up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna give you the full walk around of the Harker Outdoors EXO camper. As you know, some of you have seen our videos. We had before an alu cab canopy back here with a rooftop tent in top, and then in December, Luca, our baby, was born. So we were looking for options on what type of setup we could do next. We check out trailers, we check out truck bed campers, and then we decided for a truck bed camper because the trailer we find we think that it's an add stress when you are going to in long trips and in trails, right? It's one more thing that you're trailing on the back, and it's more responsibility. So we decided to check all the truck bed campers, of course, that were within our budget, because we don't like to go crazy and spend like a lot of money in our setups, right? We like to do it slowly, and something that fit our needs, right? We came across Harker Outdoors, and we've been checking this company since for a year now. And then they just released this camper. This is the EXO model. The camper that they initially had, or their first camper, is called the EDC. One thing that distinguishes Harker Outdoors is the bed. It's almost a queen size bed, which it's significantly more than other campers in the market. That is just a 48-inch wide bed. This is like 56, if I'm not wrong. And then they have their EDC, which has an annex that come all the way here, and then the door is in canvas, and you use the tailgate as a living space. It's a really cool option, but we wanted a camper with a that we could close completely and close ourselves inside, and the door not being canvas. We wanted, more protection, if we can say it like that. However, we still can convert this um, door back here into a table. We're gonna leave a short clip here for you to see that we can take this out and put it on the side and use it on the table. Um, the reality is that we don't use it too often because we're on the move, and we have to put it back to sleep. So it's just one more options, I guess, when you are in meets and you are in places to stay a little longer, then you can use it. But it's good to have too. All the things I did back here, it's DIY. I mostly did everything. I started in January building the back of the camper, and then for going to Salt Lake City, we just put a cheap bed cover, a soft bed cover back here, and then we just left it there in their place because we obviously were gonna do an adventure in a way down here. So I'm gonna show you what I did. I've been doing some shorts here and there when we were building it, but here's the full breakdown of the things that we have done. And I'm not an expert. I'm just gonna give you the details of the things I use and kind of how I did it, right? Let's start with the cabinet here. The cabinet here it's obviously for storage, has our electrical, part of our electrical setup in there, and then we have the connections here for USB, cigarette plug, and obviously we did kind of a seat in top here. It has cushion, and it opens so you can store the things in there. I really like this because this is what we used to step to go into the bed, if that makes sense. And we were not gonna do this. This is like the last thing I decided to do, and it turned out good. It works perfectly to what we use it. Sometimes we would put Luca here to change him, and it just worked for us. The floor, it's a half-inch plywood with vinyl planks on top of it that we stick there just to make it waterproof and make it look nice. And then it's attached to we just it has the truck bed has some factory holes, and we added reef nuts to it, and that's where we screw the floor plate, if we want to call it like that. um it still can be improved, but it works perfectly. And then here on this drawer we have the all the kitchen gear, all the things we use for cooking. It's here with this lockable slides. And again, it can be improved, but it's working great so far. So if it's working, I'm not gonna touch it for now. We're just gonna go do our adventures, enjoy the setup, and then we'll start upgrading and fixing things that could be better. But for now, it's working perfect. And then yeah, this is all the, we have the stove, kitchen utensils, our cups, everything it's in there. And we had this already. This is our fridge slide from Alucard that you can pull and then you can tilt to grab your stuff right there. And then over here we had a cubby. I did this like the last week where we put more of the gear that we need to pull out quickly. It's just a cubby there with no lid. I just throw everything in there for it to stay, because we also have a cast iron that we carry sometimes, and that's where we're gonna store that one. On the driver's side, we have the 11-pound propane tank mounted in one of the vertical bars, and then we have the alu cap awning, the 270 alu cap awning, and that's pretty much it. I think that's plenty of weight for the driver's side because that awning is heavy. It's great though. You'll see how it opens now and the kind of shade and protection that it provides. Okay, so on the passenger side of the camper, we have the 23-0 shower enclosure that we've been having for years. And also we have the Maxtraxx that we mounted the other day in the vertical load bars. If you want to see a video on how I installed those Maxtraxx there, I'm going to leave a link below in the description for you to follow along if you want to. And I know these vertical bars are for the Harker outdoor camper, but this could be an idea that you can use in any other setup maybe. For the solar, we opted in for the Harker Outdoors solar panel. They use the dirt circuit 240 watts. If you decide to buy a camper like this, they have two options on their EXO and their EDC. It's the same for both campers model. They have the 240-watt panel or double 240-watt panel. That obviously will be 480 watts of solar, plenty of power. For us, 240 watts was plenty of power and it's been working great. For water, we have a 15-gallon water tank that sits under that platform back there. And then it has two connections. It has the water pump with the spray hose for us to take a shower. We just throw it out of the window, and then the shower tank is on that side. And then for washing hands and dishes, I came up with this idea, and it's working really good. We just have a manual pump there with a nozzle, or a not a nozzle, I'm sorry, we have a just a spout. So if you're wondering how this thing looks inside when we first open it, you're about to see. To get in the camper, we use a little step ladder that we have, then one more step to the tailgate, and then you are in the camper. And then you can stand in it. It has a lot of space for you to stand freely with the bed platform open. So on this side, we have the Blue Ridge Overland bags. Since the camper side is on felt, we were able to just Velcro those bags there, which is super practical. And then we have there our toiletry stuff. We have some bags. We have some cleaning stuff for washing dishes. And then on this back here on the side, we carry our vitamins, medicines, stuff like that. On this, if we go further to the back, we have the shower head, which it has a water pump with the tank right down there, a 12-volt water pump. And then we just run this shower head over here outside to the shower enclosure, which is right here. It's super practical. As you can see, the camper has windows all around, so the breeze that comes in through these windows is amazing, guys. Lucas bed is there. So you get to see nice views from up here, and you get to see, you get to get, you get to have a lot of breeze coming in through these windows because of the size. If you want to stand in the camper and you have here you have like a little, I don't know, kind of like a platform. When you have the bed up, you can just put stuff there if you want to, but you have to be mindful to put them out when you lower the bed. Now moving to these pockets that we got on Amazon, we're gonna leave the link below. These are super practical for ourselves because again, they just Velcro there, and we just throw stuff in there like batteries for fans. We have Lucas diapers, which are super important. We have the stroller down there, by the way, and we have some things to start fires, some chargers. Um, we have the mosquito repellent, and then we have some stuff for cooking, like stuff that don't go usually in the fridge. It's in there, and bread and coffee, kind of like a pantry. Then here, this is what we have for lighting so far. Is the hardcore um, Harker lights, and this changes from some white to amber, and they are rechargeable. These are magnetic, and they also have a sorry, they also have this string, this elastic string here that you can just tighten down. Let me see if I can show you here better. There you go. You can just tighten down anywhere. But for us, since the frame of this camper is in steel, we can just stick them around our camper for now, and it works perfectly. And then yeah, there you go. For that, then we have our controller here, our switches. Again, this is Bluetooth. This is the we have a trigger 4 system. So far we just have the water pump, and it's wireless. The remote is wireless, so we just also have them here with a magnet for the moment as well. The cabinet that we created has plenty of space. Again, this is DIY. It's not perfect, but we have plenty of space to put blankets and gear there. That way we don't have everything just around the camper. And then the wiring, it's there with the breaker, and then we have the trigger system there, as clean as possible with our skills, of course. But yeah, it's looking perfect. For us, it's working perfect. That's what I mean. And then we have the platform here with the water tank on the bottom. That's the water tank lid to fill it up. It's a 15-gallon water tank, and we put a platform to throw stuff in it, and we can stand on it too. We have some EcoFlow there just as a spare and to charge camera batteries. We have our typical EcoFlow that we've been carrying for years now. And then we have a battery connected to solar and to the alternator with the red arc. Right now we just have a 50 amp hour battery, but that battery has been running with us 3 years now. So it's been a really good battery for us. Yes, we need more power. We're gonna change to a bigger battery, so we could install a heater, probably a Propex heater or something like that, and we can charge more stuff. But for now, with the 240 watt solar panel, it's almost charged almost all the time. It never runs out. And then the wire that you see on the left is just the wire that goes to the switch box, to the breaker and the trigger system. It's just that wire there. And then on this side here we have the solar intake, and then we have the alternator that comes from under the truck. And then for the solar wire just comes from the camper. We just did it as clean as possible, and then it comes through that little tiny hole there. For fridge, we're running the Set Power RV45. We had this fridge for 3 years, right? Now, yeah, 3 years, and no regrets so far. It's not a super expensive fridge, but I think they use parts, the same parts that Dometic use, like the compressor or something. Don't quote me on that. I heard something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. The only thing is the lid here, but that's our fault because we stuffed this fridge a lot and then we forced it to close, and this broke here. But they are gonna sell me a lid replacement for $50, and I can keep running my fridge. This thing gets stuff really cold. It never failed us before. It's always running. It's always connected in the truck 24/7 with the battery. I mean, right now this is a truck I use for daily too, and this fridge is running here all the time, no problem whatsoever. 3 years running strong. This is a not even a $500 fridge. We're happy with it, and yeah, it meets our needs. We've been doing long trips and short trips, and never failed us before. One cool thing about this camper is that you can stand on it completely, and it clears your head. It gets really tall. I'm 5'9", and I can still walk all the way here. I don't know if I'm recording this right. Okay, there you go. I can go all the way here, and I still have space for to stand up completely and change clothes if I want. So for the bed, this is the we sometimes just lower the bigger section, but it has like an 80 and 20% because he has another platform here, and this is where Lucas sleeps most of the time. Then for the bed, you just pull here and to lower the platform. That's what I'm gonna do right now if I can with the camera. There you go. That's our sleeping platform. We have another of the pockets there just to put stuff. We just installed that last night, and then we just threw X-Fit mattress here. Yeah, so that's the sleeping space. Let's lift this up again. And there you go. You have your space again. So I'm gonna say bye from inside the camper. Thank you so much for watching. I think that's pretty much it. If you feel like I did not answer one of your questions, just let us know. We might be able to answer it for you. There's things and that for your setup you will have to tweak, like everything, like every camper out there, every brand. There's gonna be some that you will have to tweak a little bit to work for you. There's nothing 100% perfect, of course. So it's just making it work for your setup and to meet your needs. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We also gonna leave a playlist of our adventures here for you to see some of the videos we have done. And if you have any question, just type it in the comments. We're gonna do our best to answer it as soon as possible. Thank you so much and bye.